Welcome to the first episode of What Bunnies Want by Burak Cinar. If you have been following my work, you know I've spent a long time exploring the human heart. I've talked about what women want, what men want, what couples want, what couples fear, what couples need. All the complicated, messy, emotional parts of being human. But today, we are switching worlds completely. Because after diving deep into human psychology, I wanted to do something softer, something lighter, something that brings joy instead of existential crisis. So welcome to a brand new series, What Bunnies Want. Yes, bunnies, rabbits, fluffy, gentle, silent little creatures who communicate more with a twitch of the nose than most people do with a full paragraph. And here's the truth. Bunnies are misunderstood. People think they are simple, people think they are easy, and people think they are starter pets. They are not. Rabbits are intelligent, emotional, sensitive, expressive, and full of personality. They have their own language, their own needs, their own fears, their own way of loving. So in this series, we are going to explore how bunnies think, how they communicate, how to pet them properly, how to feed them, how to bond with them, how to create a safe home, how to understand their emotions, how to keep them healthy, and how to keep them happy. This won't be a dark podcast. This won't be a psychological autopsy. This will be a warm, informative, and full of heart. Because if humans are complicated, bunnies are quietly profound. They don't shout, they don't argue, they don't demand. They just are soft, gentle reminders that love doesn't always need words. So, whether you already have a bunny, want a bunny, or simply love animals, this series is for you. Let's learn what bunnies want. Let's understand their world. Let's give them a care, respect, and the love that they deserve. And with that, welcome to What Bunnies Want with Burak Cinar. Let's hop in. So the first episode, What Bunnies Want is, if you are here, still here, it means you either love bunnies, want a bunny, or you are simply curious about these quiet, gentle, mysterious little creatures. And today, we start with the foundation, the basics, the things everybody wants, needs, and silently hopes you understand. So let's begin. 1. Bunnies want safety before anything else. A rabbit is a prey animal. That one fact explains almost everything about their behavior. It's why they jump at a sudden nose, freeze when unsure, run instead of fight, dislike being picked up, hide when overwhelmed. To a bunny, the world is full of maybe predators, so what do they want? They want a safe environment, a calm home, a predictable routine, a human who moves gently and speaks softly. When a bunny trusts you enough to flop on their side, that dramatic "I'm dead, just kidding" pose, that's love. That's safety. That's a rabbit saying, I feel protected here. 2. Bunnies want space, not a cage. Let's clear this up early. A rabbit is not a cage pet. Not physically, not emotionally, not ethically. They need room to run, room to stretch, room to explore, room to zoom and binky. A cage restricts their natural behavior. A cage creates stress. A cage is not a home. What bunnies want is free roam living or a large pen with daily exercise time. A happy bunny is a moving bunny. 3. Bunnies want gentle touch, not rough handling. Most rabbits don't enjoy being picked up, not because they dislike you, but because being lifted feels like being caught by a predator. And also it's not natural for them. What they do love is head strokes, cheek rubs sometimes, slow, calm petting, gentle nose touches. If a bunny lowers their head toward you, that's the rabbit version of saying, please pet me. It's trust, it's affection, and it's a privilege. 4. Bunnies want the right food, not carrots every day. Movies lied, cartoons lied, carrots are only treats. What bunnies actually want is hay, hay and more hay. It is 80 or 90% of their diet. Fresh greens, clean water, a small amount of pellets, occasional treats. Hay keeps their teeth healthy. Hay keeps their digestion moving. Hay keeps them alive. A bunny with unlimited hay is a bunny with a healthy life. 5. Bunnies want to chew because they have to. Rabbit teeth never stop growing, ever. So they need chew toys, cardboard, safe wood, hay. Again, if you don't give them things to chew, they will chew your things. Not out of mischief, out of biology. Chewing is survival. 6. Bunnies want companionship, but not chaos. Rabbits are social animals. They bond deeply, they grieve deeply, and they get lonely. But they don't want loud environments, constant stimulation, unpredictable chaos. They want calm presence, gentle affection, a bonded partner if possible, a peaceful home. A bunny doesn't need noise. A bunny needs peace. 7. Bunnies want freedom to be themselves. Every rabbit has a personality. Some are shy, bold, dramatic, affectionate, independent, mischievous, stubborn, and curious. What bunnies want is a space to express who they are. A rabbit is not a decoration. A rabbit is a character. 8. Bunnies want you to learn their language. Rabbits communicate quietly but clearly. Here's the basics. Binky means I'm happy. Flop feels I feel safe. Thump means danger, pay attention. Nose nudge, move or pet me. Tooth purring means I like this. Ignoring you might mean I'm offended. And zoomies, it means I have too much energy. And when you learn rabbit language, you unlock a whole new relationship. 9. Bunnies want respect, not assumptions. People assume rabbits are easy, quiet, low maintenance, good for kids. None of this is true. Rabbits are sensitive, emotional, intelligent, fragile, expressive, and complex. What bunnies want is simple: to be understood, to be respected, to be treated like the intelligent animals they are. 10. What bunnies really want. At the heart of everything, bunnies want safety, space, gentle touch, companionship, good food, freedom, understanding, respect, and above all, they want a human who sees them not as a toy, not as a decoration, but as a tiny soul with a quiet heart and a big personality. If you give a bunny love, they give you trust. And trust from a prey animal is one of the purest forms of love on earth. So here we are at the very end of the first episode of What Bunnies Want with Burak Cinar. Welcome back to What Bunnies Want with Burak Cinar. So in first episode, we explored the basics, the gentle, simple truths about what makes a bunny happy. Today, we are going into the opposite side of their world, fear. So what bunnies fear? Not to scare you, but to help you understand your rabbit better. Because when you know what frightens a bunny, you know how to protect them, comfort them, and build trust that lasts a lifetime. Let's begin. So, 1. Bunnies fear the unknown. Rabbits are prey animals. Their survival depends on caution. So anything unfamiliar can trigger fear. New environments, new people, new smells, new sounds, new animals. A bunny doesn't think, oh, something new. They think, is this danger? This is why slow introductions matter. Let them explore at their own pace. Let them sniff, observe, retreat, return. Patience builds confidence. 2. Bunnies fear being picked up. This is the fear most humans misunderstand. When you lift a rabbit, their instinct says, a predator has grabbed me. Their heart races, their muscles tense, they panic. It's not personal, it's biology. Most rabbits prefer being patted on the ground, sitting beside you, climbing onto your lap by choice. Respecting this fear is one of the fastest ways to earn trust. 3. Bunnies fear loud noises. Thunder, vacuum cleaners, shouting, dropping objects, sudden bangs. Their hearing is incredibly sensitive. They can detect danger long before we can. When a bunny hears a loud noise, their brain says, run, hide, survive. So provide quiet spaces, hideouts, soft voices, predictable routines. A calm environment equals a calm rabbit. 4. Quick gestures can feel like an attack. Things that scare them, reaching too quickly, children running, pets jumping, sudden hand movements. Move slowly, approach from the side, not above. Let them see your hand before you touch them. Gentleness is everything. 5. Bunnies fear slippery floors. This one surprises people. Rabbits need grip to feel safe. Slippery floors make them panic because they can't escape if needed. So they fear tiles, hardwood, laminate, polished surfaces. So provide rugs, mats, carpet runners. A bunny who can grip the floor is a bunny who feels secure. 6. Bunnies fear loneliness. Rabbits are social animals. They bond deeply with other rabbits and with humans, and they fear being ignored, being isolated, being left alone for long periods. A lonely bunny becomes depressed, withdrawn, destructive, and anxious. Spend time with them, talk to them, sit near them, let them feel your presence. Connection is comfort. 7. Bunnies fear predators, even friendly ones, dogs, cats, foxes, birds of prey. So even if your dog is gentle, your bunny's instinct says, this creature can kill me. Never force interactions, never assume safety, always supervise. Let trust build slowly, or not at all. Your bunny's comfort comes first. 8. Bunnies fear being cornered. A rabbit needs escape routes. If they feel trapped, they panic. So avoid blocking their path, reaching from above, chasing them, grabbing them in corners. Instead, sit on the floor, let them come to you, offer your hand gently, give them space to retreat. A bunny who chooses you is a bunny who trusts you. 9. Bunnies fear pain, but hide it. This is one of the saddest truths. Rabbits hide pain instinctively. In the wild, showing weakness attracts predators, so they pretend to be fine until they are not. Signs of fear of pain: hiding, refusing food, sitting hunched, grinding teeth loudly, sudden aggression, unusual stillness. If you see these signs, your bunny needs help, fast. 10. And what bunnies fear the most? Losing their safe person. Rabbits bond deeply. When they trust you, you become their safe place. Their fears soften around you. Their anxiety lowers. Their world becomes calmer. But if they feel ignored, mishandled, misunderstood, unsafe around you, their trust breaks. And trust from a rabbit is precious. It must be protected. A final thought. So bunnies don't fear because they are weak. They fear because they are wired for survival. Your job isn't to remove every fear. It is to be the calm in their world, to be the gentle presence, to safe hands, the predictable voice, the person they can relax around. When a prey animal trusts you, this is one of the purest forms of love you will ever experience. Welcome back to What Bunnies Want. So in episode 1, we explored the basics. In episode 2, we talked about fear, the quiet anxieties that shape a bunny's world. Today, we get practical. This is the episode every bunny owner needs. What bunnies need every single day to live a healthy, happy, comfortable life. So let's hop in. 1. Bunnies need hay. Not sometimes, but not often, but always. Hay isn't food. Hay is life. A rabbit's daily diet should be 80 or 90% hay, fresh greens, a small amount of pellets, occasional treats. Hay keeps their teeth trimmed, their digestion moving, their gut healthy, their stress levels low. If you take one thing from this episode, let it be this. A bunny without hay is a bunny in danger. 2. Bunnies need fresh water, clean, constant, accessible. So rabbits drink more water than people expect. They need fresh daily water, a bowl, not a bottle, easy access at all times. Water bottles force unnatural neck positions. Bowls mimic natural drinking behavior, and a hydrated bunny is a healthy bunny. 3. Bunnies need space to move every day. Rabbits are active animals. They need room to run, stretch, jump, explore, zoom, binky. A cage is not enough. A cage is never enough. They need free roam living or a large pen with daily exercise time. So movement prevents obesity, depression, muscle loss, boredom, and destructive behavior. A bunny who can move is a bunny who can thrive. 4. Bunnies need a clean litter box. Yes, they use one. Rabbits are naturally tidy. They choose one spot to pee and poop. To support this, use a litter box. Fill it with paper-based litter. Add hay on top. They love eating while pooping. Clean it daily. A clean litter box prevents smell, infections, flies, and stress. Litter training is easy because rabbits want to be clean. 5. Bunnies need grooming, even short-haired ones. Rabbits groom themselves constantly, but they still need your help. They need brushing, especially during shedding seasons, nail trimming, checking for mats, checking their bottom for cleanliness, checking their eyes and ears. Why grooming matters? Because to prevent hairballs, prevent GI status, prevent skin issues, and also strengthens your bond. A groomed bunny is a comfortable bunny. 6. Bunnies need chew toys, not optional, essential. Rabbit teeth never stop growing. If they don't chew, their teeth overgrow. So they need hay, cardboard, untreated wood, willow toys, safe chew blocks, and chewing prevents dental pain, abscesses, expensive vet bills, behavioral issues. So chewing is not a hobby, it's survival. 7. Bunnies need mental stimulation. They get bored easily. A bored bunny becomes destructive, depressed, withdrawn, and frustrated. They need tunnels, digging boxes, foraging toys, carpet mazes, hideouts, new scents, new textures. Rabbits are intelligent. Give their brains something to do. 8. Bunnies need safe flooring. Grip, not slipping. Like we talked about, slippery floors cause fear, injuries, joint problems, and stress. So provide rugs, mats, carpet runners, and foam tiles. A bunny who can grip the floor feels secure. 9. Bunnies need routine. Predictability is comfort. Rabbits love routine. They feel safe when life is predictable. They need feeding at similar times, playtime at similar times, a stable environment, familiar scents, consistent human behavior. A routine reduces anxiety. Routine builds trust. 10. Bunnies need love, but on their terms. Rabbits are affectionate, but quietly. They need gentle petting, calm presence, slow movements, respect for their boundaries, time to warm up, freedom to approach you. A bunny who chooses you is giving you the highest honor. Love from a rabbit is subtle, soft, and sincere. And the final thought, daily care isn't just about keeping a bunny alive. It's about giving them a life worth living. A rabbit needs good food, clean water, space, grooming, stimulation, safety, routine, respect, and gentle love. When you meet these needs, your bunny becomes confident, happy, expressive, and deeply bonded to you. A well cared for rabbit doesn't just survive, they flourish. Welcome back to What Bunnies Want with Burak Cinar. So in the last episode, we talked about daily care, the practical ways and things your bunny needs to stay healthy and happy. Today we are doing something even more important. We are learning how to speak rabbit. Because bunnies don't bark, they don't meow, they don't make obvious sounds. They communicate through movement, posture, expression, and energy. Once you learn their language, you'll realize they have been talking to you all along. Let's begin. 1. The binky, the ultimate bunny happiness signal. A binky is when a rabbit jumps, twists mid-air, kicks their legs out, or does a chaotic zigzag run. It means I'm happy, I feel safe, life is good. A binky is pure joy. If your bunny binkies, you are doing something right. 2. The flop, the trust fall. When a rabbit suddenly throws themselves onto their side and lies still, it looks dramatic, but it means I feel safe here completely. A flop is the rabbit version of collapsing on the sofa after a long day. It's comfort, it's trust, it's love. 3. The thump, the warning alarm. A thump is a loud stomp of the back foot. It means danger, I'm scared, pay attention. Rabbits thump when they hear a strange noise, they see something unfamiliar, they sense a predator, they are warning other rabbits. Never ignore a thump. Your bunny is telling you something is wrong. 4. The nose nudge, the bunny request. A nose nudge can mean different things depending on the context. Soft nudge, pet me. Firm nudge, move please. Repeated nudge, you're in my way. Nudge and look, follow me. Rabbits use nudges the way humans use taps on the shoulder. 5. Tooth purring, the bunny purr. When a rabbit gently grinds their teeth while being petted, it's called tooth purring. It means I'm relaxed, I like this, keep going. But be careful. Soft grinding happiness, loud grinding is pain. Learn the difference, it matters. 6. The loaf, the neutral comfort pose. When a bunny tucks their legs under their body like a loaf of bread, it means I'm comfortable, I'm relaxed, I'm resting but alert. A loaf is a calm, content posture, not fully asleep, but not stressed. 7. The zoomies, the energy explosion. They mean I have energy and I feel great. Zoomies often happen after fresh hay, a clean litter box, playtime, morning excitement. It's a sign of a healthy, happy rabbit. 8. The chin rub, the bunny signature. Rabbits have scent glands under their chin. When they rub their chin on furniture, toys, your hand, your clothes, they are saying, "This is mine." It's not dominance, it is affection. It's bonding. 9. The side eye, the bunny judgment look. If your bunny turns their head slightly and looks at you sideways, it means, "I'm watching you. I'm suspicious. I'm not sure about this." It's the rabbit version of raising an eyebrow. 10. The ignore, the bunny silent treatment. Rabbits absolutely give attitude. If they turn their back on you, refuse to look at you, hop away dramatically, it means, "I'm offended." Maybe you picked them up, maybe you moved their stuff, maybe you were late with dinner. Don't worry, they forgive quickly. 11. The melt, the bunny relaxation mode. When a rabbit stretches out fully, legs behind them, body long, head down, that's the melt. It means, "I feel safe, I feel calm, and I trust you." This is one of the highest compliments a bunny can give. 12. The ears, the antenna of emotion. Rabbit ears are emotional indicators. Forward, curious. Sideways, relaxed. Pinned back, scared or angry. One ear forward, one back, listening in two directions. And rapid ear movement, alert, unsure. Their ears tell you everything. Final thought. Rabbits don't speak with words. They speak with posture, movement, silence, trust, energy. When you learn their language, you stop guessing and start understanding. A bunny who feels understood becomes confident, affectionate, expressive, deeply bonded with you. And that's the magic of rabbits. Their love is quiet, but once you learn to hear it, it is unmistakable. Welcome back to What Bunnies Want with Burak Cinar. This is the 5th episode, which is called The Emotional Life of Bunnies. And today's episode is one of my favorites because it surprises people the most. Rabbits aren't just cute. They aren't just fluffy. They aren't just quiet. They are emotional, deeply emotional, more than most people realize. And once you understand the bunny's emotional world, you stop seeing them as small pets and start seeing them as the sensitive, intelligent little souls they truly are. Let's begin. 1. Bunnies feel love quietly, gently, and sincerely. Rabbits don't show love the way dogs or cats do. They don't jump on you, they don't lick your face, they don't meow for attention. Their love is subtle. A bunny shows love by sitting near you, grooming you with tiny ticks, nudging you softly, flopping beside you, following you around, resting their head on your hand. If a rabbit chooses to be near you, that is love in its purest form. 2. Bunnies bond for life. In the wild, rabbits form lifelong bonds. They groom each other, sleep together, protect each other, and grieve when one is gone. Domesticated rabbits are the same. A bonded pair eats together, cuddles together, grooms each other, follows each other, panics when separated. This is why many rabbits thrive with a companion. Their hearts are built for connection. 3. Bunnies feel loneliness, and it hurts them. A lonely rabbit becomes withdrawn, depressed, lethargic, destructive, and anxious. They may stop playing, stop exploring, stop showing personality. Rabbits need companionship, presence, gentle interaction, and emotional safety, like security. Even if you are their only companion, your presence matters more than you think. 4. Bunnies feel jealousy. Yes, rabbits get jealous. They may nudge between you and another pet, demand attention, thump, sulk, ignore you dramatically. It's not misbehavior, it is emotion. They want reassurance, You still love me. I still matter. 5. Bunnies feel fear deeply and instinctively. Fear is a major part of a rabbit's emotional world. They fear loud noises, sudden movements, predators, being picked up, unfamiliar environments. Fear can cause hiding, freezing, thumping, refusing food, and stress-related illness. A calm home creates a calm rabbit. 6. Bunnies feel trust, and it's sacred. Trust from a prey animal is a rare and precious thing. So a trusting bunny will flop near you, sleep beside you, let you pet their head, groom you, approach you first, show their belly while stretching. Trust takes time, but once you earn it, it's one of the most beautiful bonds you'll ever experience. 7. Bunnies feel grief. This is one of the hardest truths. Rabbits grieve deeply when a bonded partner dies, a companion is taken away, their routine changes, their safe person disappears. Signs of grief: refusing food, hiding, searching for a partner, becoming quiet, losing interest in play. Grief in rabbits is real, and it needs gentle support. 8. Bunnies feel happiness, and they show it. A happy bunny binkies, zooms, toothpurrs, flops, explores, plays, relaxes fully. Happiness in rabbits is soft, joyful, and contagious. 9. Bunnies feel stress and hide it. Rabbits hide stress because showing weakness attracts predators. Signs of stress: overgrooming, hiding, refusing food, rapid breathing, aggression, and unusual stillness. So a stressed bunny needs calm, routine, safety, space, and gentle reassurance. And 10. Bunnies feel safe with you, and that's everything. When a rabbit sleeps near you, stretches out fully, nudges you gently, grooms you, follows you, relaxes in your presence, they are saying, "You are my safe place." And that is the highest emotional bond a rabbit can offer. Final thought is, rabbits aren't simple, they aren't emotionless, they aren't starter pets. They are sensitive, expressive, intelligent, affectionate, loyal, emotional. They feel love, they feel fear, they feel joy, they feel grief, they feel connection. And when you understand their emotional world, you don't just care for a rabbit, you build a relationship with one. A quiet, gentle, beautiful relationship that grows with you, with trust and lasts with love. Welcome back to What Bunnies Want with Burak Cinar, the 6th episode. So bunny bonding, how rabbits choose each other. Today's episode is one of the most important in the entire series because bonding is the heart of a rabbit's emotional life. Rabbits don't just like companionship, they are wired for it. They bond deeply, loyally, and often for life. But bonding to rabbits isn't as simple as putting them together and hoping for the best. It's a process, slow, delicate, emotional, and sometimes dramatic. So in this episode, I will guide you through it step by step. So let's begin. 1. Bonding is not optional, it's natural. In the wild, rabbits live in groups. They groom each other, sleep together, protect each other, and communicate constantly. Domesticated rabbits carry the same instincts. So a bonded pair reduces stress, increases happiness, encourages play, improves appetite, and extends the lifespan. A lonely rabbit is a vulnerable rabbit. A bonded rabbit is a fulfilled one. 2. The golden rule, neutral territory. Never introduce rabbits in one rabbit's home, one rabbit's favorite room, anywhere that smells like one rabbit's territory. because territory equals ownership, and ownership equals conflict. Bonding must begin in a neutral room, a bathroom, a hallway, a space neither rabbit has ever claimed. Neutral ground means neutral emotions. So 3. Step 1. Scent swapping. Before they meet face to face, let them meet through smell. Swap blankets, toys, litter boxes, hideouts. This helps them think the scent is familiar. This rabbit is not a threat. Scent is the first language of bonding. 4. Step 2. Short, controlled sessions. Start with 5 or 10 minutes sessions in a neutral territory, supervised closely and with barriers ready. So expect sniffing, circling, ignoring, mild chasing, or grooming attempts. These are normal. What you don't want is biting, lunging, boxing, fur pulling, aggressive chasing. If aggression happens, separate calmly and try again later. So bonding is patience. 5. Step 3. Reading their signals. Bonding is all about body language. Positive signs are grooming, sitting near each other, eating together, lying down relaxed, ignoring each other peacefully. And neutral signs, sniffing, mild chasing, brief mounting, exploring separately. And negative signs are ears pinned back, tail up, growling, boxing and biting. Your job is to observe, not interfere, unless safety is at risk. 6. Step 4. The mounting phase. Mounting is normal, it's not sexual, it is dominance. One rabbit says, I want to be the leader. The other rabbit decides, accept it or challenge it. If the mounting is brief and the other rabbit doesn't panic, let it happen. If it becomes aggressive, stop the session. Dominance must be negotiated, not forced. 7. Step 5. Increasing time together. Once they tolerate each other, increase sessions to 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour or several hours. Eventually, they should eat together, groom each other, relax next to each other and explore together. When they can spend several hours peacefully, they are close to bonded. 8. Step 6. The big move, shared space. Only when no aggression, mutual grooming, shared eating, relaxed body language should you move them into a shared home. Clean everything, remove territorial scents, rearrange furniture, make the space near for both. This prevents territorial disputes. 9. Step 7. The bonded pair. A bonded pair behaves like one unit. You will see grooming sessions, cuddling, sleeping together, following each other, eating side by side, protecting each other. They become emotionally intertwined. If one is stressed, the other comforts them. If one is sick, the other stays close. If one is gone, the grief is real. Bonded rabbits love deeply. And 10. The most important rule, never separate a bonded pair. Once bonded, rabbits should never be separated unless medically necessary. So separation causes stress, confusion, depression, panic, loss of appetite. Their bond is emotional, it's not optional. Final thought is, bonding is not a quick process. It's not always easy. It's not always smooth. But it is one of the most beautiful things you can give a rabbit. Two rabbits who trust each other, groom each other, sleep together, and share their lives create a bond that humans rarely get to witness. It's gentle, it's loyal, it's lifelong. And when you help two rabbits find each other, you are not just giving them companionship. You are giving them emotional safety, comfort and joy. A bonded rabbit is a fulfilled rabbit, and a fulfilled rabbit is a happy one. Welcome back to What Bunnies Want with Burak Cinar. Episode 7. So in the last episode, we explored bonding, how rabbits choose each other, trust each other, and build lifelong companionship. Today we shift from emotions to environment because a bunny's home shapes everything: their behavior, their confidence, their health, and their happiness. A perfect bunny home isn't expensive, it isn't complicated, it's thoughtful. Let's build it together. 1. The perfect bunny home starts with space. Rabbits are not cage animals. They are active, athletic, curious creatures who need room to move. A proper home gives them space to run, space to stretch, space to explore, space to binky. Ideal setups are free foam, which is the best option, a large exercise pen, the second best option, and a bunny-proofed room. What they don't want is small cages, hutches, cramped enclosures. A hutch would be fine if you are keeping your bunnies in the garden or somewhere unsafe maybe, but a rabbit's home should feel like a home, not a prison. 2. Bunny proofing, the foundation of safety. So rabbits chew not because they are naughty, as I mentioned before, because their teeth never stop growing. To keep them safe, cover wires with protectors, block access behind TVs and appliances, especially kitchen appliances. Remove toxic plants, secure small objects, protect baseboards, or basically hide anything valuable. A bunny-proofed home is a stress-free home for both of you. 3. Grip, not slipping. Again, like I said, slippery floors terrify rabbits. They can't run, can't stop, and can injure themselves. So provide rugs, carpet runners, yoga mats, foam tiles. A bunny who can grip the floor feels confident and secure. 4. Hideouts. So every bunny needs a safe place. As you know, rabbits are prey animals, so they need places to retreat, rest, and feel invisible. Great hideouts include cardboard boxes, wooden houses, tunnels, fabric hideaways, covered corners. A hideout isn't optional, it's emotional security. 5. The litter box setup. Clean, simple, and essential. So rabbits naturally choose one spot to go to the toilet. Make it easy for them. So you need a large litter box, paper-based litter, hay on top. So as I said, they love eating while pooping. Place it where they naturally go. Clean it daily if you can. A clean litter box is a clean home. 6. The hay station, the heart of the home. Hay should be everywhere, accessible, fresh, unlimited. So best setups are hay racks, hay baskets, hay boxes, or hay next to the litter box. So hay is food, enrichment, dental care, comfort, everything. A bunny with hay is a bunny with happiness. 7. Enrichment. A home that stimulates the mind. Rabbits get bored easily. A bored rabbit becomes destructive or depressed. Enrichment ideas are tunnels, digging boxes, cardboard castles, foraging toys, willow balls, treat puzzles, safe chew toys. So rotate toys weekly to keep things exciting for them. 8. Safe zones, areas where your bunny can relax. So every rabbit needs a quiet corner, a soft resting spot, a place away from noise, a predictable environment. So avoid loud TVs, heavy foot traffic, sudden noises, chaotic rooms. Peace is a rabbit's favorite luxury. 9. Temperature and environment. So comfort matters. Rabbits are sensitive to heat. Don't forget, ideal temperature for a rabbit is between 10 Celsius degrees to 20 Celsius degrees and above 25 Celsius degrees is dangerous. So keep them away from radiators or direct sunlight if they're in the garden or outside, and fireplaces especially, or any drafts. So a comfortable rabbit is a healthy rabbit. 10. The human element. You are part of their home. A perfect bunny home isn't just physical, it's emotional. Your bunny needs your presence, your calm energy, your gentle voice, your predictable routine, and your respect. You are their safe person, their comfort, their anchor. A bunny's home is complete when you are part of it. A final thought of this episode is a perfect bunny home isn't about money, it's about understanding. Understanding that rabbits need space, safety, stimulation, comfort, routine, freedom, peace, and love. When you create a home that respects their nature, your bunny becomes confident, expressive, joyful, and deeply bonded to you. A perfect bunny home is not built with furniture, it's built with thoughtfulness. Welcome back to What Bunnies Want, episode 8, Health, Vet Care, and Common Problems. And today's episode is also one of the most important in the entire series, because rabbits are very fragile animals and they are delicate. They hide pain, they hide illness, they pretend to be fine until they are not. Understanding rabbit health isn't optional, it is essential. This episode will give you the knowledge every bunny guardian needs to keep their rabbits safe, healthy, and thriving. So let's begin. 1. Rabbits hide pain, always. This is the first rule of rabbit health. In the wild, showing weakness attracts predators, which I told earlier. So, rabbits evolved to hide the pain until it becomes unbearable. So this means if your bunny looks a bit off, it is serious. If they stop eating, it's an emergency. If they are unusually quiet, something is wrong. Never wait. Never assume they'll get better tomorrow. So rabbits decline fast. 2. GI status, which is the silent killer. So GL status means gastrointestinal status. It is the most dangerous and common rabbit emergency, and it happens when the gut slows down, food stops moving, gas builds, pain increases, and the rabbit stops eating. Signs are not eating, not pooping, sitting hunched, grinding teeth loudly, refusing treats, lethargy. So this is an emergency. A rabbit with GI status needs a vet immediately. And prevention is unlimited hay, low sugar diet, daily movement, low stress, regular grooming, easy. Hay is the best medicine, don't forget that. 3. Dental problems, the hidden pain. Rabbit teeth never stop growing, so if they don't wear down properly, they develop sharp points, abscesses, overgrown incisors, and jaw pain. And signs of dental issues are dropping food, eating slowly, refusing hay, wet chin, eye discharge, and also weight loss. Dental problems for rabbits are extremely painful. A rabbit with dental pain may stop eating and leading to GI status. Regular vet checks are essential. 4. Spaying and neutering. Not optional, I would say, because spaying and neutering prevents cancer, especially uterine cancer in females, reduces aggression, reduces spraying, makes bonding easier, stabilizes hormones, and increases lifespan. Unspayed female rabbits have a 80% chance of developing uterine cancer by age at 4. So spaying saves lives. 5. Vaccinations. Depending on your country, of course, because in the UK and in other regions, rabbits need vaccinations for myxomatosis and rabbit hemorrhagic disease, which is RHD1 and RHD2. So these diseases are deadly and spread easily. So vaccinations are simple, quick, and life-saving. 6. Fly strike, a summer danger. Fly strike happens when flies lay eggs on a rabbit's skin, usually around the bottom. The larvae hatch and cause severe damage. So risk factors are dirty bottom, long fur, obesity, dental issues, warm weather, and prevention is daily bottom checks, clean litter box, healthy diets, regular grooming, and keeping flies away. Fly strike is an emergency. Immediate vet care is required. 7. Parasites and skin issues. Common problems are mites, fleas, fungal infections, sore hocks, abscesses. And signs: scratching, dandruff, bald patches, red skin, scabs, limping. Never use dog or cat flea treatments. Many are toxic to rabbits. Always consult a rabbit saver vet. 8. The importance of a rabbit saver vet. So not all vets are trained in rabbit medicine. Rabbits are considered exotic animals. A rabbit saver vet understands GI status, dental anatomy, safe medications, correct anesthesia, bonding behavior, and diet requirements. Before emergencies happen, find your nearest rabbit specialist, their emergency hours, their contact details, because preparation saves lives. 9. Daily health checks, quick but essential. So every day check appetite, poop size and shape, behavior, energy level, eyes, ears, bottom, breathing, movement. A healthy rabbit eats constantly, poops constantly, and moves confidently, looks alert, and shows curiosity. Any change is a warning. 10. When to see a vet immediately. So go to the vet now if your rabbit stops eating, stops pooping, is breathing fast, is limp or unresponsive, has a swollen stomach, has head tilt, has maggots on their skin, is bleeding and is in obvious pain. So rabbits decline quickly. Minutes matter. Final thought for this episode is: caring for a rabbit means understanding their fragility. They are strong in spirit but delicate in body. Don't forget that. A healthy rabbit needs, I'm saying it again, hay, hydration, movement, grooming, vaccinations, spaying, neutering, a rabbit saver vet, daily observation, and quick action when something is wrong. When you learn to read the signs, you become your bunny's protector, their guardian, their advocate, their safe person. And in return, they give you trust. Quiet, gentle, beautiful trust. Welcome back to What Bunnies Want with Burak Cinar. Episode 9. So today's episode is all about clearing up the myths, the misunderstandings, the assumptions, the things people think rabbits want, but absolutely don't. So this is actually what bunnies don't want in this episode, myth-busting edition, because rabbits are one of the most misunderstood pets in the world, not out of malice, but out of misinformation. So let's set the record straight. Here are the things bunnies don't want, don't like, and don't benefit from. So let's begin. 1. As you know, bunnies don't want to be picked up. This is the biggest myth. People think they are small, so they must like being held. They are cute, so they must enjoy cuddles. No, because rabbits are prey animals, being lifted feels like being caught by a predator. So most rabbits prefer being petted on the ground, sitting next to you, climbing onto your lap by choice. Respecting this makes your bunny trust you more. 2. Bunnies don't want small cages. A cage is not a home. A cage is confinement. I mean, it's a protector, okay, yes, but still, rabbits need space to run, space to stretch, space to explore, space to binky, and small cages cause stress, obesity, boredom, depression, and muscle loss. A rabbit's home should be a room, a pen, or a free room, not a box. 3. Bunnies don't want to live alone. Rabbits are social animals. They bond deeply and feel loneliness intensely. A single rabbit can live happily with a human, but they still need daily interaction, companionship, emotional connection. So ideally, rabbits thrive with a bonded partner. Loneliness is one of the biggest welfare issues for rabbits. 4. Bunnies don't want loud environments. Rabbits have extremely sensitive hearing. They don't want shouting, loud TVs, slamming doors, chaotic households, constant noise. Noise equals danger in their instinctive brain. A quiet home is a happy home for a rabbit. 5. Bunnies don't want carrots every day, so cartoons lied. Carrots are sugary, starchy treats, not meals. And daily carrots can cause obesity, digestive issues, and dental problems. What they do want is hay, greens, water, and occasional treats. Carrots are like sweets, fun but not daily. 6. Bunnies don't want slippery floors. Like I said before, slippery floors make rabbits panic because they can't run, they can't stop, they can't turn, they can't escape. This causes fear, injuries, and stress. So they want rugs, mats, carpet runners, textured flooring, because grip equals confidence. 7. Bunnies don't want constant handling. Rabbits love affection, but on their terms. They don't want being grabbed, being hugged tightly, and being restrained and being passed around. They want gentle head strokes, cheek rubs, calm presence, freedom to approach you. Respect creates trust, don't forget that. And 8. Bunnies don't want sudden changes. Rabbits love routine. Predictability makes them feel safe. They don't want sudden moves, new environments, rearranged furniture, unexpected visitors, chaotic schedules. Because change is stress and routine is comfort also, they don't like to be traveled. In a car or anything like that. So 9. Bunnies don't want to be treated like toys. Rabbits are not starter pets, not children toys, not decorations, and not Easter gifts. They are intelligent, emotional, sensitive, and complex. They need care, patience, understanding, respect. A rabbit is a companion, not a novelty. And 10. Bunnies don't want you to ignore their signals. So rabbits communicate constantly, quietly but clearly. They don't want you to ignore thumbs, hiding, refusing food, unusual stillness, aggression, changes in behavior. These are messages, sometimes warnings, sometimes cries for help. A rabbit's silence is never just silence. And the final thought for this episode: understanding what bunnies don't want is just as important as knowing what they do want. Because rabbits aren't difficult, they are just different. So let's wrap it up. They don't want noise, chaos, confinement, rough handling, loneliness, sugary treats, slippery floors, and unpredictable environments. But they want safety, space, peace, respect, gentle affection, companionship, and routine. When you remove what stresses them, you reveal who they truly are: soft, playful, curious, affectionate, expressive, and happy. A rabbit who feels understood becomes a rabbit who feels at home. Welcome to the final episode 10 of What Bunnies Want with Burak Cinar, the soul of a bunny, why rabbits are special. We have talked about their needs, their fears, their emotions, their homes, their health, and their language. All the practical things that help us care for them. But today's episode is different. Today, we are not talking about what bunnies do, we are talking about what bunnies are. Because rabbits aren't just pets, they are not accessorizes, they are not background animals, they are gentle, emotional, intelligent beings with a quiet kind of magic. A magic that changes the people who care for them. This episode is about that magic. Let's begin. 1. Bunnies are souls of silence. Rabbits don't communicate loudly. They don't bark for attention. They don't meow for food. They don't demand affection. Their world is built on subtlety, softness, stillness, presence. So they teach us to slow down, to observe, to listen without sound. A bunny's silence isn't emptiness, it's depth. 2. Bunnies are masters of trust. Trust from a rabbit is rare. It's earned slowly, gently, patiently. A bunny doesn't give trust because you feed them. They give trust because you make them feel safe. And when they do trust you, they show it in the smallest, most beautiful ways. A flop beside your leg, a gentle lick on your hand, a slow blink, a quiet stretch, and a soft nudge. Their trust is fragile, precious, and sincere. 3. Bunnies are emotional mirrors. Rabbits feel your energy. If you're calm, they relax. If you're anxious, they hide. If you're gentle, they open up. If you're loud, they retreat. They reflect the environment you create. A rabbit teaches you emotional responsibility, not through words, but through the way they respond to your presence. 4. Bunnies are quietly intelligent. People underestimate rabbits, but they are problem solvers, explorers, pattern recognizers, emotionally aware, socially complex. They learn routines, they understand tone, they remember kindness, and they notice everything. A rabbit's intelligence isn't loud, it's observant. 5. Bunnies are creatures of ritual. The rabbits love routine. They thrive on predictability. They know when you wake up, when you feed them, when you come home, when you sit down, when you're sad, when you are stressed. They build their world around your rhythm. You become part of their ritual, part of their sense of safety. 6. Bunnies are emotional companions. A bonded rabbit doesn't just live with you, they live with you. They follow you, they sit near you, they rest beside you, they check on you, they wait for you. Their affection is quiet but constant. A rabbit's love isn't loud, it's loyal. 7. Bunnies are gentle teachers. Rabbits teach us patience, softness, consistency, empathy, observation, and respect. They show us that love doesn't need noise. It doesn't need drama. It doesn't need intensity. Love can be quiet. Love can be slow. Love can be gentle. A rabbit teaches you how to love without overwhelming. 8. Bunnies are tiny souls with big hearts. Despite their size, rabbits feel deeply. They feel joy, fear, comfort, grief, curiosity, and affection. They bond for life. They mourn their partners. They celebrate safety. They express happiness with their whole body. A rabbit's heart is small, but its emotions are not. 9. Bunnies are living reminders of kindness. Caring for a rabbit requires gentleness, patience, understanding, compassion, and in return they give you trust, companionship, comfort, and quiet joy. A rabbit makes you softer, kinder, more attentive, more present. They change you, not with noise, but their presence. 10. Why rabbits are special. Rabbits are special because they love in a way that asks nothing and gives everything. They don't demand attention, they don't perform affection, they don't force connection. They simply exist beside you, soft, gentle, trusting, and somehow that's enough to feel at home with warmth. A rabbit's soul is quiet, sensitive, loyal, emotional, intelligent, and pure. And when you earn the love of a rabbit, you experience one of the most delicate, beautiful relationships you can have with an animal. Not loud, not dramatic, not demanding, just real, just honest, and just soft. So for the final thought of this episode, so this series began with a simple question, right? What do bunnies want? But along the way, we discovered something deeper. What bunnies give. Don't forget this. They give trust. They give companionship. They give comfort. They give peace. They give joy. And they give presence. And they give us a reminder that love doesn't always need words. Sometimes it just needs gentleness. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and thank you for caring about rabbits, and thank you for wanting to understand them also. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for giving these quiet little souls the love they deserve. Welcome to the bonus episode of What Bunnies Want with Burak Cinar. Yes, the bonus episode. We have spent 10 episodes learning about rabbit behavior, emotions, health, bonding, and everything in between. And today we are doing something different, something lighter and something fun. Because behind every rabbit fact, behind every behavior explanation, behind every do this, not that, there is something else. Stories. Yes, real stories, funny stories, wholesome stories. Stories that just show just how expressive, dramatic, mischievous, and unexpectedly hilarious rabbits can be. So today, I'm sharing the secret lives of rabbits. The things they do when they think no one is watching. Let's begin. 1. The midnight zoomies. Every rabbit owner knows this moment. It's 2 a.m., the house is silent, you're half asleep, and suddenly, thunder. Your rabbit has decided that right now is the perfect time to sprint at full speed, bounce off furniture, do parkour, run a marathon, and then flop dramatically like nothing happened. This is the rabbit version of I have energy and I must express it. 2. The Great Hay Architect. Rabbits don't just eat hay, they design with hay. They pull it out, rearrange it, build nests, create tunnels, decorate their litter box like interior designers. If you ever wondered why your rabbit's hay looks like modern art, that's why. 3. The Silent Judge. Rabbits judge you quietly, professionally. So if you move their furniture, clean their space wrong, give them the wrong greens, come home late, and stop petting too soon. So they will turn their back on you with the elegance of a Victorian queen offended by a poor manners. So it's not anger, it is disappointment. 4. The Treat Detective. Rabbits have a sixth sense for treats. You can open a bag quietly, hide it behind your back, walk slowly, pretend nothing is happening, but they will still appear like a tiny fluffy detective who has cracked the case, and they will stare at you until you surrender the goods. 5. The Furniture Critic. Rabbits don't just explore your home, they review it. They inspect every corner, every carpet edge, every cable, every plant, every shoe, and every bag. And they decide which item deserve chewing, nudging, rearranging, ignoring, or claiming with a chin rub. So your home is not your home, it is their kingdom. 6. The Dramatic Actor. Rabbits are dramatic, Oscar-level dramatic. So if you stop petting, move them slightly, close a door, pick up something they want, they will flop on the floor like they have been emotionally betrayed. It's a performance art. 7. The Secret Napper. Rabbits sleep with their eyes half open. sometimes even fully open. So you think, are you awake? Are you asleep? Are you plotting something? Are you judging me? The answer is yes. 8. The unexpected romantic. The rabbits show affection in the sweetest ways. Tiny licks, gentle nudges, sitting beside you, resting their chin on your foot, grooming your clothes. It's quiet love, but it's real love. 9. The great escape artist. No matter how secure you think your setup is, your rabbit will find one weakness. They will squeeze through a gap, jump higher than physics allows, push open a door, move a barrier, outsmart your entire plan. Rabbits are small, but their determination is enormous. 10. The softest moment. So every rabbit has a moment where they melt into the floor, stretch out fully, close their eyes, and trust the world completely. That moment is the soul of a rabbit. Quiet, gentle, safe, loved. And when it happens near you, you realize something. You are not just caring for a rabbit, you are sharing your life with one. And the final thought for this bonus episode is it's a reminder that rabbits aren't just animals you care for. They are personalities, characters, little comedians, silent philosophers, tiny emotional beings with big hearts and bigger opinions. They make us laugh, they make us soften, they make us pay attention, and they make us better. And that's the secret life of rabbits. A life full of quiet joy, gentle chaos, and unexpected love. So before this episode ends, I want to leave a piece of my heart here. This is for my bunnies, Cottontail and Bonto, and for the little lives that came from them, their children, their quiet energy, their softness that filled spaces in ways words never could, especially Cotobonto, who carries something so rare and so gentle that it's impossible to explain, only to feel. This is also for Marshmallow, Cotobonto's uncle, who is no longer here, and somehow, even in his absence, he is still felt, still part of it, still part of everything. For all other little babies, the ones who came into my life briefly or stayed longer, and for my friends' very special bunnies, Agent Fluffy Bottom and Churchill, each one with their own quiet personality, their own presence, their own kind of love. I like to believe that the ones we have lost are somewhere soft, somewhere peaceful, somewhere with endless space to run, endless hay to eat, and no fear left in their world. Because bunnies don't live the way we think they do. They don't disappear. They live behind silence that feels different, rooms that feel softer, memories that don't fade but settle. They stay in the small things, in the quiet, in the pauses, and in the way they changed us, without ever needing to say anything at all.